They said, well, the other two are Jags. I said, well, yeah, but they're the same car, aren't they? And it really offended some people, actually. Oh, sorry. Another one we have here is another 205, another one that smashed its estimate. I tell you what I really want to do. I really want to pull the hazard light switch out, put it in backwards and see if it actually works. Because that used to put the ignition on, didn't it? I really want to try that. This is a bit of a different video. We do one every sale. This one in particular is just a quick roundup, really, of some of the cars, bikes maybe as well, that have took people a bit by surprise, done above reserve, double, triple, whatever it might be. Starting with this Peugeot, one of 3 or 4 205s we had in. This one was guided between 9 and 12 and did 17,750. So we maybe need to work on our guides a bit more, because this one obviously blitzed it and went stupidly high. But it's a lovely car at the end of the day. We had a couple of red ones in, which did as well. There's one outside the door here, which is a slightly lower quality, more entry level one. This one is obviously up the top, being a very, very, very not show winning, but very still usable, if that kind of makes sense. So we had one sort of every level and tier of the tree, if that sort of makes sense. This one obviously being fairly well up the top, which is why it obviously did, well, nearly double its guide, wasn't it, really? Nearly double.
Yeah, it kept going.
If it had done another 250 quid, then we could have said double, but not quite. But this one, it completely speaks for itself. I did the video when it came in, and underneath it's just as good as on top. It's really, really nice, is that. So that is actually one that deserved to do up with towards double its guide, that one in particular. Another one which did almost double its guide, if I'm right in thinking, Tom, was it?
Yeah, so this was estimated at 8 to 9 and did 17.2.
There you go. This one, I'll tell you what, out of all the cars in this shed, I bet this one had the most people interested in it and looking at it. There was people left, right and centre. They said, where's the Daimler? I says, well, there's a line of 3 of them here. They said, well, the other 2 are Jags. I says, well, yeah, but they're the same car, aren't they? And it really offended some people, actually. But this one, again, we've got, there's 3 in a line here, there's 4, there's 5 just in this shed. Granted, some of them are Jags, but they are technically the same car. And again, this one's up the top, condition level wise. That one's slightly worse, that one's a little bit worse. That one up there is a project, been stood 20 years. So, you know, we had a bit of all sorts. And this one seemed to book the trend, this one. But it is a lovely car at the end of the day. You know, the bright work's really good, the paint work's lovely. It's been painted at some point in its life, you can tell. But just about everything's been painted at this age in its life, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So this was one that really, really booked the trend. Again, the interior is lovely. It's got power steering, which is the common question that everybody was asking. Does it have power steering? Does that have power steering? Yes. So it's up there with one of the nicer ones that you're going to get. And obviously being Daimler, it's a little bit more sought after, isn't it? So that was another one that really, really booked the trend and took, obviously, the price sky high. And then around here, we've got a couple more. I was going to say fast Fords, but they're not mega fast. But Capri Mark 1 3 litre, which, let's be honest, are quite rare, aren't they? This one in particular came with the same stable, I believe, as that one. Both did really, really well. Can't remember the figures off the top of my head.
The Capri was estimated at 10 to 12 and sold for 15,000.
So that was £5,000 above its reserve, and the Cortina, which we'll get to in a moment,
10 to 12,000 estimate and sold for 14,100.
So what's that? £4,100 above as well. So again, 2 lovely cars that I bet somebody's bought them that had one and wanted another go. He's got his fairy dice in it, look. So again, they speak for himself, don't they? This one's had a little bit of paint as a Capri, which I said on the video when I did it, vinyl roof with a sunroof. Just typical classic Fords, aren't they, really? Yeah. Before my time, before your time as well. Yeah. More of me uncle's time, really, isn't it? More of Dave's time. But 2 lovely cars that, again, smashed their estimate, which is about everything for in here, I think. Should we have a look at the bike?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Got a quick look at the bike? Yeah. Let's have a quick look at the bike. You'll have to point me in the right direction for the bike. But right then, just before we move on to our next, I was going to say vehicle, but bike to look at, just wanted to say thanks ever so much for all the liking and subscribing and following and watching that you guys do. It really, really is appreciated. We are nearly at 100,000 subscribers, I'm told. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, the notification thing, I don't know what it is, and keep watching the videos, and we'll keep bringing some good content. Moving on, which this, to be fair, I don't know a lot about bikes, but this, to me, looks like your standard Honda, but I'm told it's CK30?
RC30.
RC30, sorry, RC30, which is a small number of basically race bikes that were road legal, I'm told. This one in particular has been stored for quite a while, came in at a guide of 14.5 and did 25.5, so you could nearly put a house deposit on that, couldn't you?
Yeah.
In fact, I bet you can. I bet you can.
Yeah,
There's a house deposit sat there. So we don't normally touch on bikes. I think we should do a little bit more on bikes, because there's quite a lot of people out there that do like bikes, and I don't think people quite realise how many bikes we have. So we'll just touch on that one for now, but there will be a bit more bike content coming. So that was just one that really, really shone out and stood out to me and everybody else. The fact that there's a house deposit on 2 wheels sat there. So we'll have a run up to Mix and see what else is up there. So yeah, let's go. Oh, sorry. Another one we have here is another 205, another one that smashed its estimate. Estimated 4 to 6 and did 8.5.
Yeah.
Again, one of the white one being the highest one, if you like, condition wise. This one's sort of mediocre, mid-range. Runs, drives, tyres are old, look, wants some new tyres. Bit of blurb on it on there. Actually got the makings of a really nice car. So I do see why it's done the money it did. However, there is a bit of love to be spent on it. But if you can get this one to the level of the white one without spending the gap,
Yeah, it could be a good investment, couldn't it?
could be a good investment. So yeah, 205 seem to be on fire this time, and I don't quite know why, but
didn't we?
I might have to buy one and sell one and see what happens. So yeah, that's another one. Another one over here, which is more my barra, which is the Land Rover, which locally owned, locally entered, and has had a small transplant under the bonnet, meaning it is BMW power. Again, well, I can't remember the guide, but it sold for 15.5, was it?
Yeah, estimate was 8 to 9.
8 to 9. So there you go. One, you know, I've always wanted to do a BM conversion, and I haven't got the right motor for it yet. So, but yeah, again, another one that on the basis of it, maybe doesn't look quite as bonny as the rest, but underneath, under there, that's where you want to be looking. So, again, another one that smashed its estimate. That was a bit unexpected, really. That one.
Yeah.
We thought we were gonna, you know, not struggle. Struggle's the wrong word, but be sort of seeing its true value somewhere in the guide. But somebody, well, 2 men obviously wanted it, didn't they? So that's another one that did its estimate really, really well. Just wandering inside. And then just wandering our way inside Mick's shed, we've got a load of beautiful, I was gonna say old crumblies, but they're not really. They're older cars just set up there. Most of them got away, which is nice. But the main one we come for are these 3 here. MG, Nova, Orion. The Nova, which I tell you what I really want to do. I really want to pull the hazard light switch out, put it in backwards, and see if it actually works. Because that used to put the ignition on, didn't it? I really want to try that. But not with this car, it's too nice. But this one was 5 to 6, am I right? And did 14.
Yeah.
So again, another one that really smashed the estimate. But where else are you going to go and find a little Nova as straight as that?
Yeah, it's a corker, isn't it?
It's lovely, isn't it? I don't think that's ever seen a ditch like the majority of them have they? Again, little MG, stood next to it, leant on it, shouldn't be really, but that smashed its estimate as well, which was...
Yeah, so its estimate was 6 to 8 and this sold for 15.9.
6 to 8 and it sold just shy of 16,000, so that one did really well. That was another one like the Daimler down the bottom.
Yeah.
That had... Well, if 10 people walked through the door, 8 of them came to see that. That was exactly the same. Equally as viewed as much as the Orion. Now, we did a video the other week, didn't we?
Yeah. You and Jack had a walk around, didn't you?
Me and Jack did a walk around, which you better go and watch. And I actually said that I could live with one of these, and I really, really could. I don't know what it is.
Loads of people backed you up in the comments as well.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did they? So don't get me wrong, I love the Sierra Cosworths. I think they're absolutely brilliant. They're fast, they look cool, you can make them look really, really good. But rather than ruin one of them, I'd rather ruin one of these. I don't mean ruin, but like, because I'm young, aren't I, and daft, and I like to modify stuff, and I'd rather do one of these. I feel like one of these would be different.
Yeah.
You know, you go to a show and there's bound to be a Sierra Cosworth, but there might not be an Orion, you know. So this was another one that did its estimate, which was...
Yeah, its estimate was 6.5 to 8, and it sold for 13.
6.5 to 8 and did 13. So there you go. It just shows that the cars that are not quite as common do sometimes tend to sky high and fly, don't they? So again, there's a Pontiac across the way. Again, same as that. 8 out of 10 people came to view that, and that did silly money as well, didn't it?
Yeah, that was estimate 7 to 8 and sold for 18 too.
7 to 8 and 18 too. So there you go. But again, that's a GTO. So that is quite a rare car in all fairness. But so yeah, there you go. So there was just a few bits and bobs that sort of rocketed really and did really well. So yeah, thanks ever so much for watching. If you enjoy it, give us a thumbs up. Let us know. It's a good start, and we'll try and keep bringing some good content and trying to keep you guys happy. So thanks very much. See you on the next one.
4,600 pounds, there you go. Thank you. 47. That you will.